From Lowell Park in Cotuit, Massachusetts, we've got a Saturday night showdown between two of the top teams in the Western Division. The Wareham Gatemen taking on the Cotuit Kettleers. Alongside Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp. Gabe, two of the best teams in the Western Division right now, and the Wareham Gatemen on a bit of a hot streak.
Yeah, 8-5-1 to start the season are the Gatemen. First place in the West, a 3-point lead over these Cotuit Kettleers, who just lost last night. They're now 6-6-2 with 14 points on the year. Again, a tie, 1 point, a win, 2 points here in the CCBL. And Wareham really not only the best in the West, but now after the win against Chatham last night, the best in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League. Either division, Wareham is the best of the 10 teams. The numbers, the stats say that as well. This lineup 1-9 has been hitting really well, and the Gatemen try to, extend that lead here tonight.
Let's talk about that victory over Chatham. 7-4 in Chatham yesterday. This is the second straight away game that the Gatemen are playing. The win at Veterans Field was a bit of a lopsided victory for most of it, and Chatham ended up making it close toward the end. This is a bit of a seesaw game, a seesaw victory when you compare it to all the other wins over the course of the season, at least a lot of the wins as of late, where the Gatemen have climbed their way back late in the ball game, tallied runs in bunches late in the ball game in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, especially recently. And in this win over Chatham, it was scoring early that proved to be the difference, and then it was the bullpen that shut the door.
The exact opposite of what we've been seeing from Wareham. They got off to the hot start, 7 runs on 8 hits in 3 innings, in the first 3 innings last night, and then the offense went quiet, just 1 hit the rest of the game. The pitching, well, they did their part until the 9th inning. It was a 7-1 game going into the 8th. Wareham allowed a run, made it 7-2 going into the 9th. And then Chatham got 2 runs in the 9th and had the bases loaded with just 1 out, only down 7-4. And Ben Leeper came in and was able to shut the door and close that game out. The Oklahoma State Cowboy did a fantastic job.
And boy, it was a beautiful Friday evening last night in Chatham, Massachusetts. Today we're in Cotuit, and the forecast says rain. Rain scheduled to start in about 15 minutes.
Our weather apps have been saying for the last hour that it's actually currently raining, and it is not currently raining, but it's a coming.
We're getting the thumbs up from Ryan, our beat writer, that it is currently raining. Not a lot. I mean, if anything, it's just a slight drizzle, but I guess you can't really. The radar is somewhat right, but not as much as we were expecting, at least not as of now. The rain, for the most part, has held off. We do have gray skies above us. We just hope that the skies don't open up and we can play some baseball, but I don't know. At least the forecast is saying maybe not.
It feels like it's about to pour. It feels like it's absolutely about to storm, but hey, we'll see if this holds off and we get some baseball in. If we do, it should be a good one, and Wareham's already had one pretty good game here at Lowell Park.
They have. It was a 6-0 victory a couple weeks ago, and the Wareham Gatemen right now riding a hot streak. Their head coach, Jerry Weinstein, must be pretty happy. Our very own Addison Van Patten caught up with him before today's matchup.
Addison Van Patten here for the Manager's Show. Now I'm here with manager Jerry Weinstein. Now, Jerry, how important is it to hold our division win that we have yesterday?
Hold our division win?
We hold the number one place in the division. How is it important that we beat the East and we held our number one spot?
I don't place a lot of importance in games right now. It's important at the end to be in a good position, but as long as you get to the playoffs, everybody starts off even in the playoffs.
Now, is a win to you, or does it important to have that 1-7 score, or was it okay that we had the 3-7 difference?
Well, a win is a win, but we didn't. That was not our best hour. But that's going to happen, and like I tell our players that the other guys get to vote too. We don't just get to vote and have things the way we want it. They can control what's happening, especially on the mound. And they did a very good job after the 4th inning.
Have we done anything since yesterday to plan for or avoid having late earned runs in the game like yesterday?
No, those things happen. That's baseball, and you don't focus on the negatives. We keep focusing on what we want to do.
Now, Del Castillo, he was DHing for us a lot in the beginning. He's seen a lot of reps catching so far. What is your plan for him for here on out?
Well, we'd like to catch him more. We'd like to catch him at least half the time. He's going to catch today.
And then as far as Ward and yesterday and his home run, I know he talked to me about a conversation you guys had before the game. What went on there?
Oh, we have a lot of fun with one another. I said, you hit a home run, you're going home, because I don't want him swinging too hard and trying to lift balls, but I want him to hit line drives, and he clicked that one pretty good.
And then as far as today's game and playing Cotuit and everything, what do you expect out of today's performance, and how are you going to make hard decisions here in the near future before the July 2nd deadline?
Well, I mean, it's a team in the moment. You know, it depends how guys are playing and how healthy they are and things like that. I think most of our hard decisions are made.
As far as, like you said, health and then making those decisions in giving such a small sample size, are you going to really focus things on who's healthy right now in the moment or who we plan on using the most throughout the season?
Well, it's some of both. It's always a day-to-day thing relative to health, and that's our number one priority, keep guys healthy and send them back to their schools as better players.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with me, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Addison. Jerry Weinstein's squad currently 8-5-1 this season, floating atop the Western Division standings. And a big reason for that, Gabe, is because they lead the whole CCBL in batting average.
Batting average, hits, nearly every single offensive category. The Gatemen are either leading or are in the top 2 or 3. This lineup 1-9 has really shown out here early in the year, especially because we've been talking about how no one has really been able to get a lot of momentum, really pull out. No one's has 10, 11 wins. It's all kind of been one big clump of teams that are at 6, 7, 8 wins. But the Gatemen, despite 8-5-1, have the best offensive numbers in the league by far. And really, without 2 1-0 shutouts against Orleans, the numbers say this team should be like a 10-win team right now, 10 or 11-win team right now.
And the pitching hasn't been too shabby either. The Gatemen have outscored opponents 18-4 over the last 2 games. Okay, we're going to step aside. We'll come back with Around the Cape. Ryan LeMay and Javic Blake will take over. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Pregame Show.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Gatemen Pregame Show. Javic Blake alongside Ryan LeMay as we get set to take you around the Cape on what is turning into a drizzly day here on Cape Cod. Started out beautiful and sunny, as most of these rainy days do. A beautiful and sunny day to start, turning into rain. Hopefully the Gatemen can get this one in tonight, but we're first going to take you to all the games you missed last night. A great night of action across the Cape.
Yeah, there were some great games last night. Let's just run right through them.
So we'll start off with YD and Falmouth. YD winning that one 4-3. They're now at 8-4-1, first in the Eastern Division, thanks mostly in part to the Wareham Gatemen defeating the Chatham Anglers. Cullen Kafka getting the win for YD. Getting the loss for Falmouth was Aiden Maldonado, and Tyler Dollard got the save. But the player that really stood out to me, even though Falmouth didn't win the game, Hayden Cantrell, a 2-for-2 night with 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs as well.
I mean, that's about as good as it gets. For not having any RBIs, that's about as good a performance you can have. But as for YD, no players really stood out, but that's what's so good about their team is that anyone can play well on a given night, and it's more of a team effort than a star effort. So they've been getting some wins in that kind of fashion.
And for Brewster and Bourne, a 2-1 victory for Brewster, and that one Mason Black. He's now 3-0 in the season. He got the victory. Nick Dombowski got the loss. He's 0-2. Sean Fisher got the save. The big thing that really stood out to me, Ryan, 21 hits, 19 left on base. Combined between the two teams, they just couldn't score runs. A 2-1 final.
This is like the opposite of what happened in the Red Sox-Yankees game today. How was there 21 hits and 19 men left on base and only 3 runs in the ball game? It makes no sense to me, but I mean, that's baseball for you. You never know what you're going to get, so what a crazy game.
You had Harwich and Hyannis as well. Harwich won that one 6-0, the final. They're now 7-7 on the season. Hyannis falls to 2-10-1. Connor Seltzer getting the win to improve to 2-1. Getting the loss was Tyler Madison. Will Heflin getting the save. Connor Seltzer, 6 shutout innings pitched, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Orleans playing as well. They played against Cotuit, a 10-6 win for them. Austin Love getting the win, and Sean Sullivan getting the loss. And we'll get this done quickly for you guys. We'll run through all of today's matchups as well, because this game getting underway in just a few moments from Lowell Park. Brewster travels to Yarmouth Dennis to play the Red Sox. Matthew Mikulski playing for Brewster. He'll start on the mound. Opposing him is Ian Seymour. He's 1-1 on the season. And the big thing for Mikulski, he really had a fantastic first start in the Cape. 6.1 innings pitched, a 1.42 ERA, and already 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You don't always see those numbers a lot from these pitchers on the Cape, so for him to get that many innings already is really impressive.
Orleans facing Harwich tonight as well. In Harwich, Owen Schartz getting the start. 5.2 innings pitched, has yet to allow an earned run. Same thing for the Harwich starter, Jacob Palish. 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, yet to allow an earned run as well. Falmouth traveling to Bourne to take on the Bourne Braves. Sean Harney starting for the Bourne Braves. He's 1-0 in the season, 5.2 innings pitched with a 6.35 ERA. Starting for Falmouth will be Franco Ailman. And then finally, the final game on the Cape. Hyannis traveling to Chatham. Chatham trying to bounce back from that loss to Wareham last night. Ty Madden getting the start. He's 1-0 on the season for the Anglers. A 2.16 ERA and 8.1 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts. Hyannis yet to name a starter. What stands out to you in the games today? I
mean, if we do play baseball tonight, we have a good slate of games. The game I'm looking out for most is, honestly, I guess Orleans versus Harwich. 2 great pitching matchup there. So, yeah, it should be a good game of maybe they'll get it in time to actually get it through without the rain. So.
All across the Cape, hoping the rain doesn't affect things too much. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, Gabe and Jonah, we'll have the call from Lowell Park on what should hopefully be a great night for Gatemen baseball. Stick with us, folks. This is GBN.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds 30's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison van Patten.
Back here at Lowell Park in Cotuit, Massachusetts for Wareham and Cotuit. The Gatemen taking on the Kettleers for the second time this season. The first time these two teams met, it was back here at Lowell Park, and it was a 6-0 victory in favor of the Gatemen. We're back here. Gatemen looking to stay red hot on the season and stay in first place in the Western Division. They're currently sitting at 8-5-1 with the Kettleers looming in the second place spot. Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Wareham Gatemen. Braden Ward leading things off out in center field. Matt McLean in the 2-hole, as high as we've seen him bat this season. He's playing second base for Darren Baker and wearing number 20 tonight. Jacob Teeter back at first base, coming off an 0-for-4 performance. Adrian Del Castillo in the cleanup spot. He's catching. Cam Guangarena is the designated hitter. He's back in the lineup and batting 5th. Benjamin Sems behind him. He's in the 6-hole and playing shortstop. Dallas Beaver over at 3rd, batting 7th. Mike Antico in the 8-hole, out in left field, and Tora Otsuka rounding out the order. He's out in right field tonight. 6-6-2, the Cotuit Kettleers on this Saturday evening. It's 77 degrees here at Lowell Park. Gray leaden skies above us. Skies expected to open up, rain expected to come down, at least that's what the forecast says, but there is sun behind us, so we'll see. As of now, we're playing some baseball, and we hope that the weather right now remains.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It would indeed. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison van Patten with you on the Gatemen Baseball Network. First half of a home-and-home series between these two teams. Tomorrow's game is at 6:30 back at Spillane Field. This is the second game of a stretch for the Wareham Gatemen, where they're playing 4 away games in 5 nights. Back at Bourne on Monday. Actually, the first time they're playing the Braves this season on Monday. Then they're at YD on Tuesday. That game will also be airing on Fox Sports. The Bourne game will also be airing on WBSM. The Kettleers taking the field from left to right in the outfield. It's Hill, Williams, and Anu. Mervis over at 3rd, Oviedo at short, Gonzalez at 2nd, Mick Water at first, Pasek behind the dish. The starting pitcher for the Kettleers, Reed Johnston. The North Carolina native, 6'3", 205 pounds. Big right-handed pitcher and a rising junior at NC State. 3.71 earned run average with the Wolfpack this season. In 77 innings pitched, 65 strikeouts, 27 walks, 17 separate appearances. He'll face off against Braden Ward, Matt McLean, and Jacob Teeter. The Gatemen in their away red tops and their gray bottoms. The Kettleers in their home whites and pinstripes. Maroon numbering and lettering. Wind blowing right to left. There's a flag out in left center field. An American flag that's not really blowing all that much, but just kind of dangling in the wind. We're ready to go. Johnson warming up. Getting ready for the top of the first inning. Will Fleming will be taking the bump in the bottom half of the first for the Gatemen. Gabe, you excited?
I am. If we get this game in, and all of a sudden the sun has come out here in Cotuit, so we're going to play some baseball. And as we've talked about throughout this pregame show, the Gatemen are rolling here as of late.
Braden Ward to lead things off. He's out in center field. Batting first for the Wareham Gatemen, wearing number 50. Batting from the left side. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast. First pitch from Johnson. Breaking ball. Right down Broadway. We're underway, 0-1. Braden Ward led off the game against Chatham yesterday with a solo homer. First home run of the season for Ward. First leadoff homer for the Gatemen to start a game. Pitch down the middle again, 0-2. Ward went 2 for 4 against the Anglers yesterday. That home run go along with a single, and he struck out. The pitch. Chop toward the center of the diamond, scooped by Oviedo. The shortstop goes to first in time to retire Braden Ward, 1 away.
Ward showing off his speed once again right there. That throw beat him by about a half a step, if that. That was a really close play on a routine ground to short.
Well, we have Matt McLean batting second. But it's number 51 in the batter's box, which would be Matt Rudick.
And
first pitch, right down Broadway, 0-1.
It's McLean. I'm wondering if
he's wearing 51 instead of 20.
There's a jersey swap.
There we go. 0-2. Off speed, taking first strike, 0-2. Jacob Teeter on deck. He's wearing his usual 22. Nobody on, 1 away. Pitch upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. McLean, a rising sophomore at UCLA. The pitch, swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Pasek looking for it, comes up firing to first, a close play, but retires Matt McLean to complete the strikeout, 2 away.
You said it, he was looking for it. Pasek couldn't find the ball for a little bit. McLean picking up speed down the line, almost beat that out. Instead, it's an easy first 2 outs for Johnston.
Nobody on base now, 2 out. Jacob Teeter, the new batter. Steps in from the left side. First pitch from Johnson, fouled off into the caging, 0-1. Teeter had his first cold night in quite some time last night. Went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Before that, he was batting, well, around near 500. Pitch downstairs, 1-1. Since starting the season, 0 for 10. As hot as any player in the Cape League up until yesterday, the 1-1. Pitch misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. 90 miles per hour from Reed Johnson. Johnson from Enfield, North Carolina. The pitch, taken low and away, 3 balls and 1 strike to Teeter. Jacob Teeter from Melbourne, Florida, 6'6", 230 pounds. The 3-1. Lifted in the air, straightaway center field. Williams going back, drifting over to his right, and makes the catch above his cap. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first for Reed Johnson. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. After half an inning, we're still scoreless. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a clubhouse that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Bottom of the first, no score. Here's the lineup for the Kettleers. Nick Gonzalez leading things off. Araja New behind him. Joey Loperfido in the 3-hole. Mason McWhorter cleaning things up. Matthew Mervis behind him. Cameron Hill batting 6th. Dante Williams in the 7th spot. Adam Oviedo in the 8-hole. And Cody Pasek rounding out the order for the Kettleers. First pitch from Will Fleming is fouled off. 0-1 to Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting from the right side, playing second base for Cotuit. Will Fleming, a right-handed pitcher. Deals from the third base side of the rubber. Full windup. The pitch on the outside corner at 83 miles per hour. 0-2.
And Fleming's been decent this season for the Gatemen already, making 3 appearances. This is his first start for Wareham.
The 0-2 from Fleming. Popped up in the air into foul ground. Del Castillo taking a look behind the plate, and the catcher will let it sail out of play. Count holds at 0-2.
6 1/3 innings pitched. Gave up 9 hits, but only 2 runs. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Fleming.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us. The 0-2. Lifted in the air out to left field. Antico going back. He takes a look. That ball is gone. Leadoff home run for Nick Gonzalez. That breaks the ice. Cotuit up 1-0.
Wow. Pitch up in the zone. Gonzalez makes Fleming pay, and he stays scorching hot. He's a .341 hitter coming into today. That's his 3rd homer already.
Nick Gonzalez had just about as good a season you could possibly have at New Mexico State. Led the country in batting average. First pitch sits downstairs to Araja New. 1 ball, no strikes from Fleming. Batted .432 this season at New Mexico State as a sophomore. Came in 4th in the country in hits. Lifted in the air out to left field. Antico going back. He'll have plenty of space to make this catch over his left shoulder. 1 away. 95 hits for Gonzalez this season. That was 4th in the country to go along with 6 home runs. 80 RBIs. That was 5th in the country. And drew 15 more walks than strikeouts. 45 walks, 30 strikeouts. Non-base percentage of .532. That's not bad. He has the difference right now in this game. Nobody on, 1 away. Swung on and missed. Joey Loperfido, 0-1. 80 miles per hour, the breaking ball from Will Fleming. Nobody on, 1 away. Loperfido, a left-handed batter. The pitch. Ground ball, right side of the infield. McLean waits, fires to first in time to retire Loperfido for the 2nd out. Two quick outs for Will Fleming after giving up the solo blast to Nick Gonzalez to begin the bottom of the 1st. Mason McWhorter, the new batter, the first baseman batting cleanup. Georgia native, rising senior at Georgia Southern. First pitch, right down the middle, 0-1. Will Fleming trying to settle into a groove. Another left-handed batter for Cotuit, the 0-1. Taken downstairs, blocked by Del Castillo with his chest guard, 1-1. Fleming, the number 36 overall recruit in the state of North Carolina, hails from Asheville, the 1-1. Catches the inside corner, 1-2. His mom, Amy, a world record holding swimmer at UNC. Fleming, a rising junior at Wake Forest. The 1-2. Taken downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McWhorter checked his swing, but he held it. Count evens up. Fleming working quickly. Back into the windup. Nobody on base, 2 away. The pitch sits outside, and Del Castillo lets it go to the backstop. Skipped right off his glove, and the count runs full. Fleming stands at 6'6", 215 pounds. The righty deals. Breaking ball, sits outside. Ball 4. Mason McWhorter draws a 2-out walk, and the Kettleers have a base runner leading by 1. Matthew Mervis, the new batter. Runner at first, 2 away. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Cotuit. Another left-handed batter. Pitch down the center of the zone, 0-1. Mervis over at third base for the Kettleers. Rising senior at Duke. Teammate of Loperfido. The 0-1. Over the outer half, 0-2. Mervis, a two-way player. Made 7 appearances on the mound this season. A 2.16 ERA to go along with a 2.74 batting average. 6 homers this season with the Blue Devils. Lifts this one in the air out to straightaway center field. Braden Ward going back, lines it up, and makes the catch with his back turned toward the wall. Kettleers score first. A solo blast off the bat of Nick Gonzalez to begin the bottom of the first inning. But Will Fleming leaves a man on first base and gets out of the inning, giving up just the 1 run. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left, and after 1, Cotuit up 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone, a home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Adrian Del Castillo, Cam Guangarena, Benjamin Sems, the 3 due up to begin the second inning. Gatemen trailing 1-0. Nick Gonzalez the difference right now. Led off the bottom of the first with a solo home run off of Will Fleming. 4, 5, and 6 in the Gatemen order. Gatemen retired 1-2-3. Braden Ward grounded out. Matt McClain struck out. Jacob Teeter flew out. First pitch to Del Castillo. Down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Reed Johnson now working with a bit of a cushion. Del Castillo swinging the ball well as of late. Fouls this one off to the left side, 0-2. Batting .325 this season. 13 hits and 40 at-bats. The pitch. Fouled off left side again. We'll do it again, 0-2. only player on the Gatemen roster right now with multiple homers. Hit a home run yesterday, 1 of 2 against the Anglers. The pitch. Taken downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adrian Del Castillo batted cleanup, went 2 for 4 with a single and a homer. Led off the third with a solo shot, the 1-2. Ground ball, right side, staying fair along the first base line. McWhorter picks it up, flips over to Johnson, covering, and the pitcher steps on the first base bag to retire Adrian Del Castillo. 1 away. One down in the top of the second inning. Cam Guangarena, the new batter, back in the lineup. Didn't play yesterday against the Anglers after going hitless the previous game against Brewster. In that 11-0 victory, Guangarena batted 5th, struck out 3 times, was hit by a pitch, and he walked. Breaking ball over the outer half, 0-1. Guangarena in the DH role tonight. The 0-1. Breaking ball sits away, 84 miles per hour from Johnson. 1-1. Benjamin Semmes in the on-deck circle. The 1-1. Lifted in the air out to left field along the left field line. Hill retreating over toward the line and makes the catch in shallow ground. 2 away.
And the slump continues for Guangarena, who is now just 1 for 15 after that pop out in his last, well, this being the 5th game.
Nobody on base now, 2 away. First 5 Gatemen retired. Benjamin Semmes, the new batter. Shortstop batting 6th. Gatemen trailing 1-0. Another left-handed bat for Wareham. First pitch from Johnson. Lifted in the air, a line drive out to straightaway center field. Williams going back, makes the catch as he's backpedaling. And the center fielder retires Benjamin Semmes. Another 1-2-3 inning for Reed Johnston. We're through 1.5. Gatemen trailing 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Will Fleming back on the mound for his second straight inning. Wareham trailing Cotuit 1-0. Nick Gonzalez with a solo homer in the bottom of the first. The difference right now. Cameron Hill, Dante Williams, Adam Oviedo, the 3 due up. 6, 7, and 8 in the Kettleers order. First pitch from Fleming to Hill. Taken outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Cameron Hill, the left fielder for the Kettleers. Batting in the 6th hole. From Georgetown, Kentucky. Takes a pitch up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Rising junior at the University of Kentucky. Batted .248 this season with a homer, 14 RBIs. Went 10 for 11 in stolen base opportunities. The 2-0 ripped over the first base bag. That's a fair ball and rolling down the right field line. Cameron Hill turns around first, digs for second. Throw comes in late to second base. Hill stops at the second base bag. And just like the last inning, Cotuit leads off this one with an extra base hit. It's a leadoff double for Hill.
It was a solo home run by Gonzalez in the first, the double here. And to Cameron Hill, who's just a 194 hitter, 6 for 31 to start the year, and that's his first extra base hit.
Kettleers in good position to score again. Dante Williams, the number 7 batter, will dig in. Out in center field tonight. Steps into the box with a runner at second, nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. 2 hits tonight so far for the Kettleers, currently leading 1-0. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Fleming working from the stretch. Deals from the third base side. Time called. Williams out of Las Vegas. Rising sophomore at the University of Arizona. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed, 0-1. 267 batter this past season at Arizona. 2 homers, 35 RBIs. Walked 34 times, struck out 45. 5'11", 175. Will Fleming towers over Williams in the box. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cameron Hill off of second base. As we mentioned, a lot of speed off that second base back. Went 10 for 11 in stolen base opportunities this season with the Wildcats. Last summer, played for the Texarkana Twins, the Texas Summer League. Second in the league in stolen bases last summer, 26, and he missed 2 weeks with an injury. Bunted foul down the third base line, 1-2. That's how much speed Cameron Hill has. You miss 2 weeks with an injury and still finish second in the league in stolen bases with 26? Boy, that says something.
Easily would have been a 30-plus steal type of guy without the injury.
Played alongside Colton Kessler, catcher on the Kettleers roster. Both played in the Texas Collegiate Summer League. Breaking ball downstairs, blocked by Del Castillo to keep Hill at second base. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 82 miles per hour from Fleming. Wind now blowing left to right. The sun coming out here at Lowell Park. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Nobody out, man on second. Bottom of the second. Fouled off along the left side, out of play. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dante Williams. Adam Oviedo in the on-deck circle. Will Fleming trying to work out of a jam. Fleming looks in, now comes set at the belt. Checks the runner at second base, double takes, now fires home. The pitch, line drive, over the glove of Sems, the shortstop. Hill digs for third, throw comes in, a good throw from Mike Antico out in left field. Hill stops at third, Williams pulls in at first. Runners at the corners for the Kettleers with nobody out.
And Cotuit just seeing the ball very well here early. The solo homer, the double. And now that line drive single by Williams. Wareham in trouble here early at Lowell Park.
Adam Oviedo, the new batter, the number 8 batter. Adrian Del Castillo looking over to the Wareham dugout to get some signs. He relays that information to Will Fleming, who's in a bit of a pickle right now. Runners at the corners, nobody out, bottom of the second. Gatemen trailing by 1. Oviedo, the shortstop, batting 8th. First pitch from Fleming. Fastball misses outside at 93 miles per hour. 1 ball, no strikes. Adam Oviedo from Grandview, Texas, 6 foot, 205 pounds, a right-handed batter, right-on-right matchup. Rising junior at TCU. The pitch, taken low and in. It skips behind Del Castillo. Dante Williams advances to second base, goes first to second. Cameron Hill stays at third, but that takes away the double play opportunity. Now there's 2 in scoring position with still nobody out.
Yeah, that should be a pass ball on Del Castillo. This is where if you're Fleming, you need something in the infield. Little pop-up. Strike out easily is the best way to go here.
The 2-0. Breaking ball. Nips the inner half. 2-1.
And I like the 2-0 off speed from Fleming. Don't give a fastball that's easier to hit out over the heart of the plate.
Hill off third, Williams off second. Still nobody out. Bottom of the second. The pitch from Fleming. Bunted, popped up, foul, out of play behind home plate. 2-2. Oviedo, the 12th best prospect in the state of Texas, coming out of high school. 35th round pick by Minnesota in the 2017 MLB draft. Batted .291 this season with 3 homers, 33 RBIs. Chance for an RBI right here. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. The pitch in the dirt. Strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away.
And there it is. Good pitch down low. Gets Oviedo to go golfing.
Runners hold at second and third, respectively. Hill at third, Williams at second. Now 1 out in the bottom of the second. Cody Pasek, the new batter. Left-handed batter, the number 9 batter. First pitch. Grounded foul into the dugout of the Wareham Gatemen. 0-1. Cody Pasek, the catcher. He hails from Cotuit, Massachusetts. The 0-1. Tapper foul down the first base line again. Fleming quickly gets ahead, 0-2. Pasek, the rising senior at the University of Maine. .250 batter with 20 RBIs this season. Williams off of second, Hill off of third. 1-0 Kettleers with 1 away in the bottom of the second. Tapper toward the mound. Fleming off the mound, goes home with it, not in time. Cameron Hill scores, and it's 2-0 Cotuit. Cody Pasek safe at first. Dante Williams goes to third. Still runners at the corners with 1 away in the bottom of the second, but now it's 2-0 Kettleers over the Gatemen.
Wow. Just, I would say unlucky, but Fleming just didn't get the ball out of his hand in time there. It kind of took a weird hop, but I think he could have barehanded it and just flipped home. Instead, ended up gloving that ball, not taking his time, but had to transfer and throw home, and it was late. You either got to get an out there, or you got to prevent the run from scoring.
Now we're back to the top of the order with Nick Gonzalez. Lifts this one in the air to right center field. Ward going back, moving over to his left. He dives, and it's over his glove. Rolls all the way to the wall. Dante Williams comes home to score. Cody Pasek right behind him. The throw comes in. It's cut off by Fleming, and Nick Gonzalez goes all the way to third. 4-0 Kettleers. Fourth hit of this inning. Still 1 away in the bottom of the second. Second extra base hit for Nick Gonzalez.
And you couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Kettleers. You couldn't ask for a worse start if you're Wareham. I heard someone here yell cycle for Gonzalez. He's already got the triple and the homer.
The 2 hardest ones. First pitch fouled off. Araja knew the new batter, 0-1. A new 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder Mike Antico back in the first. This inning starting to unravel for Fleming. Still 1 away and a man off third. The pitch, waved at and missed. Good breaking ball. 0-2. 5 hits given up through an inning and a third. 4 runs on 4 hits, rather. The pitch, fouled off. Count holds at 0-2. A new drafted in the 16th round by the Red Sox in this draft. Rising junior at the University of Kentucky, batted .391 with 19 home runs this season. The 0-2. Ground ball, right side of the infield, picked up by McLean, the second baseman, tosses to first as Gonzalez holds at third. 2 away.
And the ball was hit hard enough to where Gonzalez stays put at third and doesn't test and try to go home.
Gonzalez still 90 feet away from scoring. Joey Laperfido, the new batter. Runner at third, 2 away, 3 runs home in the inning, 4-0 Kettleers. First pitch from Fleming, taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Laperfido 0 for 1. New Jersey native, rising sophomore at Duke, batted .261 this season. Pitch, skips low and in. Del Castillo shuffles over to his right to make the block.
Yeah, keeps it in front of him, prevents the run. I've already seen a couple balls go past Del Castillo today. Curious to know the adjustment period.
The 2-0, waved at and missed, a home run cut. Laperfido bites on the breaking ball.
After being a catcher but not playing catcher at Miami.
Gonzalez off third, 2 away. The 2-1. Misses inside. Del Castillo held it for a little bit to frame it. 3 balls and 1 strike. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Fouled off, 3-2. Laperfido's mother played at Villanova. She played volleyball at Villanova. He's a rising sophomore at Duke. Made the shift over to second base after playing first the year before. Takes a ball outside to draw a walk on a full count. Runners at the corners, 2 away. Cleanup batter, Mason McWhorter, who drew a walk in his first and only plate appearance in the first inning, step into center stage.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Jim Lawler, pitching coach, manager Jerry Weinstein, just wants Fleming to get through this inning. Can't quite tell who it is warming up down in the Gatemen bullpen, but I think we're going to have a new pitcher in the third.
First pitch fouled off down the left field line. Beaver looking over. The third baseman lets it go out of play. 0-1 to McWhorter. McWhorter, a late addition to the Kettleers roster from Statesboro, Georgia. Rising senior at Georgia Southern. 0-1 the count. Throw back to first. Laperfido dives back into the bag. Count holds at 0-1. Last time the Gatemen came here, it was 2 weeks ago, a 6-0 victory. The pitch. Lifted in the air down the left field line into foul ground. Dallas Beaver, the third baseman, is called off by the left fielder Mike Antico, who makes the catch in fair territory down the third base line and right behind the third base bag. Mason McWhorter retired. The side retired. We're through 2, but 3 more runs home in the inning, and it's a 4-0 lead for Cotuit. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen.
Gatemen trailing 4-0 as we enter the top of the third. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi with you. Let's throw it down to Addison Van Patten standing on the sideline. Addison.
Thanks, guys. I want to talk to you about Braden Ward. Now, we're going to throw you back to the Fenway workout a couple days ago on Thursday. They ran 60 times. Now, I want to put it into perspective for you. The MLB average time to first is 4.62. Braden's 60 time was 3.9. Now, that is the best record at a Fenway Cape Cod workout in the history. Yes, the Boston Red Sox representative did tell me that himself. What do you guys think about that? Throwing it back to you.
Boy, that's really impressive and great reporting, Addison. Bottom third of the order, Dallas Beaver lifts it in the air out to left field. Hill under it. The left fielder, drifting over to his left, makes the easy catch to retire Dallas Beaver. One away. 3.9. Johnston working from the stretch, looks back at second, fires home, high chopper over the first base bag, rolls foul. 1-2. Kettleers founded in 1947, one of the oldest teams in the Cape League. Alumni including Jason Kipnis, Jeff Kent, Tim Tuffle, more recently Charlie Blackman. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Tora Otsuka. 1 away, top of the third, the pitch. Taken low and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some alumni for the Gatemen more recently include Dallas Keuchel and George Springer. Go back 20, 30 years, you'll find guys like Lance Berkman and Mo Vaughn. 2-2 the count, the pitch. Breaking ball, high chopper over the mound toward the center of the diamond. Oviedo, the shortstop, makes a toss to first in time to retire Otsuka as Antico goes second to third, 2 away. Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. He's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Jonah Karp with you. Javik Blake filling in temporarily for Gabe Genovesi. Hi,
Thanks
Javik.
for having me in the booth.
We love having you in the booth. I mean, you're always in the booth.
That is true. With a headset on, I should say.
First pitch to Braden Ward. Swung on and missed. 0-1. We love getting inside the baseball mind of Javik Blake. A
Much appreciated.
star high school baseball player.
That's a little bit of a stretch, but I appreciate it.
The 0-1. Breaking ball. 81 miles per hour, sits outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Braden Ward.
Well, it's a great vantage point here in Cotuit. We're right behind home plate, so you can really see the movement that all of these pitches have. And there's a whole lot of them for Reed Johnston on the mound right now.
The 1-1 from Johnston. Catches the inner half. 1-2.
The 92-mile-an-hour fastball. The cool thing from this vantage point, though, we're right behind home plate at ground level, is you can see the tail on it. That one, it started out towards the inside of the plate to Braden Ward, and then kind of cut back right on that inside corner.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Another breaking ball at 83 miles per hour. Reed Johnson gets out of another inning. Toughest one he's had so far, giving up the first hit of the game. Came to Mike Antico. He was left stranded at first. First hit of the game for Wareham, I should say, because the Gatemen are currently trailing 4-0 against Cotuit. Kettleers come to bat in the bottom half of the inning when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Gatemen trailing 4-0 here in Cotuit, Massachusetts. Mason McWhorter, Matthew Mervis, Cameron Hill. The 3 due up. Heart of the batting order for the Kettleers, 4, 5, and 6. Will Fleming's night is over after pitching 2 innings and exiting trailing 4-0. New pitcher in, Eric Torres coming in for the Wareham Gatemen. Native of Milwaukee, and a rising sophomore at Kansas State. 3.99 earned run average in 29 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts in those 29 innings this past season at Kansas State.
And Torres from Kansas State from the Big 12, and what a great conference the Big 12 has become for baseball, especially recently. Texas Tech making it all the way to the College World Series semifinals before losing to Michigan in what was really a huge rout in that game. Michigan put up, I think, 17 runs in that game to take down Texas Tech and advance to the College World Series finals. We ended up losing to Vanderbilt in what was a fantastic 3-game series.
Torres has been money so far for the Gatemen. First pitcher to reach 4 games for the Gatemen this season, has pitched in 3 2/3 innings. He struck out 5, has yet to walk a single batter, and has yet to give up an earned run. Mason McWhorter, Matthew Mervis, Cameron Hill, the 3 due up. A combined 0 for 3. Or rather, it's Mervis, the first man. 0-1. Pitch right down the middle from Torres. So it's Mervis, Hill, and Williams. 4-0 Cotuit over Wareham. Left-on-left matchup, the pitch. Line drive, back up the middle. Plunks in to center field for a base hit. Braden Ward picks it up on a couple hops, tosses it back into short. And Mervis leads things off in the bottom of the 3rd with a single.
And Mervis, 2 balls hit right back up the middle of the day. One went to right around the 397 sign in center. That one was caught, but this one, a little dunk into center. That's the one that gets you a hit, and that's baseball in a nutshell right there. The bomb gets caught, the little looper gets down, and he gets a single, 2nd hit of the season.
Mervis now 1 for 2. Cameron Hill 1 for 1. He doubled to begin the 2nd. Squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, takes a pitch over the outside corner, 0-1.
And bunting, again, something that you don't see a lot in the big league, something that many of the youth today seem to be against bunting and wanting to instead hit a home run. But in the Cape League this year, we've seen a whole lot of bunting, and from a lot of young kids that come from a generation that doesn't really emphasize bunting all that much.
Squares to bunt again. Takes a pitch over the outer half, 0-2. It's an interesting point, Javik. But twice we've seen Hill square to bunt and then pull the bat back, but take 2 pitches over the outside corner. Throw back to first. Mervis back to the bag.
And an interesting thing, it's 0-2. There's no way he's going to bunt, because if it goes foul, it's obviously a strikeout. But Dallas Beaver still playing on the grass as if he's anticipating a bunt's coming, which puts him in a real tough position if he gets a hold of one and sends one down that 3rd base line.
Another throw back to first. Count holds at 0-2 to Cameron Hill. Dante Williams on deck. Gatemen trailing 4-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody out.
And Mervis yet to steal this year. Doesn't look like one of those guys who gives off kind of the speed vibe as a base runner.
The 0-2 swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Matthew Mervis takes off for second base. No tag on Cameron Hill. Just goes right back into the dugout. Mad at himself. 1 away.
And the reason why there's no drop 3rd strike rule, first base was occupied even though Mervis moves up to 2nd on the play. So that puts man in scoring position for a Cotuit offense that's really done a complete 180 since we last saw them when the Gatemen won 6-0.
Dante Williams, the new batter. Runner at 2nd now with 1 away, bottom of the 3rd. Williams 1 for 1 with a single. Torres leans in. Comes set at the letters, checks the runner at second base. First pitch, breaking ball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
And Dante Williams, another guy that struggled this season so far, but he's really come out of his shell tonight. Only batted 118 coming into tonight, 2 for 17. And one of those left the park. The other one was a single. But he's had a great night tonight so far, 1 for 2.
The pitch. Check swing. He went around. 1-1.
And that was a great pitch there, 87 miles an hour. What pitchers like to call the sword when the batter kind of half swings at it and holds the bat out almost like a sword. And he did that perfectly. Got him in the hands, and Williams thought about swinging, and then all of a sudden thought otherwise.
The 1-1 taken over the outside corner, 1-2.
And again, an attempted bunt that they pull back. The third time we've seen it this inning. And interesting, because now it puts him at a 1-2 count, and it really, every time you do that, you're giving up the opportunity to swing.
Runner at second base, 1 away, bottom of the third. Torres looks at second. Runner holds, pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mervis took about 7 or 8 steps off the second base bag, decided not to advance.
Well, that was interesting. A huge lead for Mervis there, as you said. Almost halfway, 45 feet to third base. It's almost like he thought Del Castillo would block it and keep it in front of him, and he would have a chance to steal third.
The 2-2 ripped right side, base hit into right field. Mervis rounds third, held up there. Throw comes in quickly to Adrian Del Castillo at home plate. Runners at the corners in the bottom of the third inning with 1 away as Williams pulls in at first base.
What a throw there from Tora Otsuka, holding Mervis at third, and a fantastic throw that one-hopped the plate from really, I'd say about 175 feet away.
Dante Williams now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Second player for the Kettleers to tally multiple hits in this contest. Nick Gonzalez, the other one, who's also 2 for 2.
And now this gets you a matchup of 2 Big 12 guys. An Oviedo who went to TCU, the Horned Frogs, against the man on the mound from Kansas State.
Torres looks in. Oviedo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Oviedo, the only strikeout victim against Will Fleming, went down swinging for the first out of the bottom of the second.
The big thing for Torres here, as a lefty, he has that natural movement and tendency to curve on all of his pitches. That's why his fastball gets a little more bite on it coming from that left-handed side.
The 0-1 bunted back toward the mound. Glove flip to home is not in time, and it sails over the glove of Del Castillo. Throw down to third is also not in time to nab Dante Williams, who goes first to third as Mervis comes home to score 5-0 Cotuit.
A fantastic squeeze play there from Oviedo, putting the bunt perfectly placed, just about 4 or 5 feet out from home plate. Torres just held onto it a bit too long in his glove as he tried to get it to Del Castillo, and that ended up sending it over the head of Del Castillo. And great heads-up base running there from Williams, going first to third in a suicide squeeze. You don't exactly see that often or really ever in baseball, but great heads-up base running, having the awareness that as soon as that ball got by Del Castillo, he can make it to third.
New batter Cody Pasek. Runners at the corner, still 1 away, bottom of the third. A run home in the inning. First pitch over the outer half, 0-1.
6 hits, 5 runs already in the first 3 innings for Cotuit. And the Gatemen, last time these two teams played, Cotuit got shut out. Really a 180 from that matchup.
Torres looks at first. Bunted down the first base line. Torres off the mound, picked up by Del Castillo, goes to first base in time to retire Pasek as another run comes home. 6-0 Kettleers with now 2 away.
And the Kettleers do it again. We saw the bunt teased a lot. A lot of guys were holding it out, pulling it back, but now we've seen it in back-to-back at-bats, and it's worked perfectly. Del Castillo went out to get that one and decided just to get the easy out because really it would have been impossible to get Williams coming home. He was flying down those base paths, and even the play at first was close. Some fantastic situational baseball, and if you're a fan of National League Baseball, you might want to come out to the ballpark tonight because we're really seeing a lot of strategic baseball being played out here.
It's turned into a beautiful night for baseball as well here in Cotuit. It's something we didn't expect. Intentional walk to Nick Gonzalez. So, not a chance to further his cycle abilities tonight. Has a home run and a triple.
And when you've completed all the hard parts of this cycle, might not be hard to just give him the free pass. Now, I know the analytics people say there has to be a big discrepancy, and honestly, I do agree with that to some degree. But when you have a guy who's on fire, better just give him first base, make it a force out everywhere, and get to a Rajanu.
So Gonzalez stands at first. Oviedo stands at second. 2 runs home in the inning. Anu fouls it off to the right side and out of play. 0-1. Anu 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. 6 runs on 6 hits for Cotuit. 6-0. This was the final score the last time these two teams met here in Lowell Park, but it was flipped. Wareham took the victory. The pitch. A new waits outside. 1-1. 82 miles per hour from Torres.
And I know you and Gabe hit on it in the pregame show, Jonah, that the pitching had really been stellar over these past 3 games. And, well, we're not exactly seeing that here tonight from the Gatemen pitching staff.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air, down the right field line, shallow territory. Otsuka makes the catch on the run as he's charging in toward the infield. And that'll retire the side for the 3rd inning. A new now 0 for 3, but 2 more runs come home for the Kettleers. They leave 2 stranded in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runs on 3 hits. And 2 left on. After 3, it's 6-0 Kettleers. Gabe Genovesi will have your call when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
First pitch to Matt McLean here in the 4th. A ground ball up and over the glove of Adam Oviedo at shortstop. McLean reaches. Took a wide turn around first, dives back safely. See if they mark that an error or a hit for Matt McLean, but either way, it's a leadoff base runner in the 4th for the Gatemen. First leadoff base runner the Gatemen have had all day. McLean, Teeter, Del Castillo, 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 4th. 6-0, the Cotuit lead over Wareham. Throw it at first. McLean back safely. And I believe they gave a hit to Matt McLean.
Just the 2nd hit of the night for Wareham.
Throw it at first. McLean dives back safely once again. Reed Johnston's been money on the mound. Only 1 hit through the first 3 innings. Struck out a couple. Sets and deals. Teeter thought about going around. Doesn't matter. Pitch in the outside corner, 0-1. Wareham 8-5-1 coming into this ball game. First place in the Western Division. Cotuit 6-6-2. Second place in the West. Throw over to first. McLean once again back safely. McLean has not stolen a base yet this summer. Did have 6 stolen bases at UCLA this past spring. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside half. 0-2. Jacob Teeter flew out to Williams in center field his first time up. Teeter struggled last night, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. But before last night at Chatham, Jacob Teeter was on a 15 for 30 stretch, hit 500 over 9 games. As he smacks that one into center field, Williams chases and makes the catch. There's the speed of Dante Williams out in center. McLean retreats to first, 1 away here in the 4th. That'll bring up Adrian Del Castillo. Miami Hurricane grounded out to make Warder over at first base in the second inning. Throw over to first, McLean back safely. Top of the fourth here at Lowell Park. 6-0, the Cotuit lead over Wareham. It's been all Kettleers from first pitch. The pitch to Del Castillo. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike one. Talking to Del Castillo this year, just thankful to be in the Cape, really. Found out he was coming to Wareham in the fall. The 0-1 hard ground ball right side. Stop made by the second baseman Gonzalez. He goes to first for the out. Momentum carrying him away from the second base bag, so it was nearly impossible to turn two. McLean moves up to second, 2 away here in the fourth.
Good play from Gonzalez, showing off the lateral speed, moving left to right, or right to left, rather.
And in steps Cam Guangarena from the left side, trying to keep the inning alive. First pitch, and no, we're going to get a throw back to second. Reed Johnston's obsessed with Matt McLean and the base paths. McLean getting a fairly big lead every time, but first pitch to Guangarena, smacked foul on the first base line, 0-1. You found that one funny, didn't you?
You're a funny guy.
Not many people tell me that.
I find you rather amusing.
The 0-1 to the lefty Guangarena. Check this swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guangarena flew out to Cameron Hill in left field his first time up. Trying to break out of a slump. Now, 1 for his last 15. That hit was 4 games ago. 1-1, chopped toward Gonzalez at second. Backhands, throws to first in time. Despite the leadoff single from McLean, it's 3 outs from there. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left to board for the Gatemen. We head to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Joey Lapperfido, Mason McWhorter, Matt Mervis, 3-4-5 hitters due up here in the fourth for Cotuit. 6-0, the Kettleer lead over the Gatemen. First pitch from the lefty Torres. On the outside corner for strike one, the lefty Lapperfido. Lapperfido still without a hit this summer. Walk in the first inning, flew out to Antico and left in the second. 0-1 misses down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's now 0 for 10 to start the summer of 2019. Laperfito, the Duke Blue Devil, hit .261 for Duke this past season. The 1-1 paints the outside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laperfito ranked the number 2 shortstop in New Jersey by perfect game out of high school. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. And had a fantastic freshman campaign at Duke. Collegiate Baseball Freshman All-American, ACC All-Freshman team, hit .315. 2-2, chopped towards short. Sems takes a high hop, fires to first. Not in time. And there's the infield single for Joey Laperfito. Now 1 for 11 on the summer.
Tough play for Sems. Couldn't do anything but wait on it and made as strong a throw as you can.
It was either charge and field the tough short hop or wait back, and that ball ended up hanging up there for a while, and not only that, took a weird hop above his cap. First pitch to the lefty, Mason McWhorter. Off speed on the outside corner for strike 1. Cotuit just keeps on hitting. 9 hits now in this ballgame. Torres sets and deals. The 0-1. High at the chin. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mason McWhorter. 0 for 1 today with a walk. The 1-1. On the outside corner for strike 2. McWhorter from Georgia Southern. Recent addition to this Cotuit lineup. Just 9 at-bats coming into tonight. Lollipop throw over to first. Laperfito back safely. McWhorter had a heck of a season for Georgia Southern. Hit .321 in the Sun Belt. Torres sets. Unleashes the 1-2. Looped into left field, a base hit. Santico plays it on a hop. Gets it into Benjamin Sems at shortstop, and it's 2 singles to lead off the 4th inning for Cotuit.
Gets a pitch outside, takes it the other way. Good piece of hitting from McWhorter.
And now in steps another Duke Blue Devil, Matthew Mervis. Mervis, rising senior at Duke. Hit .274 in his junior campaign. Struggling here to begin his summer. 1 for 10 coming into tonight. Does have a single tonight. Led off the 3rd with a single and came around to score. Torres steps off. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch. Breaking ball. Sliced foul out of play. 0-1 to Mervis. Very uncharacteristic first few innings for the Gatemen here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. The pitching has steadily been improving for Wareham. The 0-1 just misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Will Fleming started this game, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits in 2 innings, and Torres gave up the 2 runs in the 3rd. The 1-1 offering just misses, low and outside, 2-1.
Not only has the pitching been improving, but since that back-to-back shutout performance against Orleans in that doubleheader last Sunday, the offense has been, well, virtually on fire. Today, not so much.
Del Castillo is going to go have a talk with Torres. The Gatemen haven't given up more than 4 runs in their last 7 games. They've had some losses in there, but they haven't given up more than 4 runs since June 17th at Falmouth, the 8-5 loss. Already 6 here tonight for Cotuit. Torres sets and deals, the 2-1. High and tight, it hit him. Came up and hit Mervis on the forearm. Just barely. Ball ended up going all the way to the backstop, hit the caging right in front of us, but base is now loaded with nobody out here in the 4th for Cotuit.
This is really the first time that we've seen Torres not have his dominant stuff on the mound in both innings that he's pitched. Didn't walk a single batter in his first 3 games or give up a single earned run.
Cameron Hill, the lefty. First pitch. Chopped down the first base line. Teeter will glove and step on first base. That ball stayed fair, but it's an RBI ground out for Cameron Hill, just his 2nd RBI of the season. Runners advance 90 feet. McWhorter to 3rd, Mervis to 2nd. Laperfito scores 7-0 Cotuit.
Slow roller down the first base line works the same as a bunt. Almost like the squeeze play they tried and succeeded last inning.
Succeeded on the squeeze play. Another bunt scored a run. Sacrifice bunt laid down by Cody Pasek, the 9-hole. That one acted like a swinging bunt and paid off. Dante Williams steps into center stage. First pitch breaking ball. Just misses. High and in. 1-0. Williams, the Arizona Wildcat, part of the Pac-12 All-Defensive team. This past season, just 1 error with Arizona in the spring, excuse me. 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1. Williams tonight, 2 for 2. Couple of singles in the 2nd and the 3rd. 1-1, fastball at the knees on the outside corner, 1-2. Torres doesn't have overpowering stuff. Radar gun saying 88 miles an hour. The 1-2 offering, way outside. Count even 2-2.
3 of the 4 infielders playing on the edge of the infield grass. The only one not, Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, playing behind the first base bag.
Beaver at 3rd, Sems at short, McLean at 2nd, and Eric Torres, I believe Torres just called Weinstein out. He did. He was pointing to his throwing arm, and he's going to leave this ball game. So Torres pulls himself out of this game. And we'll get a pitching change here for the Gatemen in the 4th. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod, so even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
First pitch to Dante Williams after the pitching change is skied to center. Ward makes the catch. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Dante Williams on a 2-2 count. Scores McWhorter. It's 8-0 Cotuit. Mervis moves to third. And that's going to be an RBI for Williams, his second RBI of the summer. And in steps Adam Oviedo. So pitching change in the middle of an at-bat here in the fourth. It was a 2-2 count, and Eric Torres pulled himself out of the game. Wareham pitcher pointed at his throwing arm, and Jerry Weinstein made the move. First pitch fastball, a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Michael Webb, the new pitcher for the Gatemen, and a pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. Webb from Rhode Island College making his first appearance with the Gatemen this summer. The 0-1, low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Webb had one heck of a season for Rhode Island College, a Division III school. 11 starts, a 2.71 ERA, 6-0 in his 11 starts. 1-1, fastball high, 2 balls and a strike. He struck out 100 in 76 and a third innings pitched. Only walked 20. Not too shabby. 1-2, popped him up on the infield. Beaver at third base, charges in, makes the catch. So Webb works his way out of a jam. Torres' book closed. He gives up 4 runs in his inning in a third. And it's now 8-0 Cotuit as we head to the 5th. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
We head to the fifth here in Cotuit. It's been a nightmare. 4 innings for the Gatemen thus far. Down 8-0 to the Kettleers as we head to the top of the fifth. Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, Mike Antico, 6-7-8 hitters due up here in the fifth for the Gatemen. First pitch strike in the outside corner to Benjamin Sems. Sems, the Kansas Jayhawk, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to Williams in center field his first time up. Reed Johnston back out for his 5th inning of work, the starter. The 0-1 misses just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sems hit over 300 for Kansas this past season, 305. 1-1, hard ground ball, but straight to the first baseman, McWhorter. Picks it up on a hop, steps on first, 1 away. And that'll bring up Dallas Beaver for the Gatemen. Just 2 hits thus far for the Gatemen. 1 by Matt McLean, 1 by Mike Antico, who's on deck. First pitch to the lefty Beaver. Off speed on the outside corner for strike 1. Again, now the 0-1. On the outside edge for strike 2. Again, we haven't seen the Gatemen give up more than 4 runs since June 17th. It's been nearly 2 weeks. The 0-2, fastball at the eyes, 90 miles an hour, 1-2.
And only twice this season have we seen the Gatemen not able to get on the scoreboard, and those were in back-to-back games of a doubleheader.
Twice in 1 day. Johnson sets the 1-2 pitch. Flared foul, out of play. Down that third base line. We'll do it all over again.
Gatemen haven't been shut out in a 9-inning game.
Still a lot of baseball to be played. Top of the 5th here in Cotuit. As Beaver chops one toward first. Nearly the same play for the first baseman, McWhorter. Takes it on a couple of hops. Steps on the bag, 2 away.
With a lot of lefties in the Gatemen order, we've seen a lot of pulled balls down the first base line. So McWhorter making a lot of plays. Gonzalez, the second baseman, making a lot of plays. Very few finding the hole. Only 2 hits.
Mike Antico trying to keep the inning alive. The pitch misses outside. 1-0. Shift on for the Cotuit Kettleers on Antico. Shortstop Oviedo playing on the right side of the bag as Antico pops that one up foul, 1-1.
Antico has 1 of the 2 hits. The other one was actually a right-handed bat. That was Matt McLean.
So Oviedo probably about 6-7 feet to the right of the bag. Curveball misses outside, 2-1. Second baseman Gonzalez way over near first and on the outfield grass. McWhorter at first base, playing deep with his heels on the edge of the grass as well. The 2-1. Breaking ball low and away. 3-1.
You don't really see the shift too much in summer league ball.
Not at all. 3-1 fastball roped into center. Williams chases back and makes the catch. ended up falling on the seat of his pants as he leaped to make the grab and robs Antico of extra base hits. 8-0 Cotuit. We head to the bottom of the fifth. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
Bottom 5 here in Cotuit, 8-0. The Kettleers lead over the Wareham Gatemen. 9-1-2 up for Cotuit, but before we get to that, let's go to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Thanks, guys. I want to take you into the dugout, something that is commonly heard there. Now, Jerry Weinstein often says, don't play dodgeball. We're playing baseball. Let's not play dodgeball. And I talked to Chad Stevens about what that meant to him and what that meant to the team. And he said it's really hard. You know, what he means by that is he's wanting you to not back away from pitches being thrown at you, not trust your reflexes and pull away from that, to just get hit by the pitch if it's going to hit you. And he said that is really easy to do in the season when you have really important, scores and stats to keep up. But in the summer, you're relaxed. You're here to have fun, but also impress scouts. So it's a lot easier to not back away from that pitch. But he said he's fighting those natural reflexes and working on it just like the rest of the team is. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Chad Stevens has performed when he's been called on this year, not in the lineup today. First pitch to the lefty. Misses outside. 1-0. Cody Pasek leads off the fifth here for the Kettleers. Nick Gonzalez, Haraj Anu. The 3-2 up. The 1-0. Misses just outside. 2-0. Michael Webb still in the game. Pitching for the Gatemen, third pitcher already for Wareham. Meanwhile, Cotuit starter Reed Johnston's gone 5 innings with just 2 hits given up. Hard ground ball past the diving glove of McLean into right field for base hits. Cody Pasek has a multi-hit day, and then steps Nick Gonzalez. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside our producer Javik Blake, stepping in here in the bottom of the fifth. Has it been Wareham's day, my friend?
That, my friend, you're correct there. It just hasn't been the Gatemen's day. Cotuit's hit everything hard. Wareham just can't seem to hit it on the sweet spot once today. Everything's being pulled to the right side of the infield, to the pull side for basically everyone. They haven't been able to get anything in the outfield, and when they do, well, Williams in center, Dante Williams, better make a fantastic catch like he did to end the top of the 5th inning.
Robbed Antico of a double. Might have been a triple if that ball landed and Williams fell like he did.
And especially Antico's speed. He's blazing speed throughout this year.
First pitch to Gonzalez misses high, 1-0. Nick Gonzalez, 2 for 2 with a walk. Solo home run in the first. 2 RBI triple in the second. He now has 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs this season. As he smacks that one to left field, Antico comes on and makes the catch. 1 away here in the 5th. And if that ball would have landed, Gonzalez would have been a real threat for the cycle.
And that was a well-struck ball. 3 times he's made contact today, and 3 well-struck balls. That one just going right to Antico and left.
Arajanu steps in from the left side. 0 for 3 today is Anu. Only Kettleer without a hit. Takes a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And he's just trying to find a hole at this point. 2 fly balls to left and right, and then a ground out to second. He's just trying to find a hole, trying to get something into the outfield that isn't caught.
Goes down low, golfs at an off-speed pitch, 0-2. Arajanu, just a 209 hitter coming into today as he swings and misses at an off-speed pitch in the dirt. First strikeout for Michael Webb. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard.
Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area.
And finally, what seems like sort of a calm inning for the Gatemen here in what's really been a Cotuit offensive masterpiece so far.
First pitch hits Laperfido. Came in on him. And now it's first and second with 2 outs for the Kettleers.
And what would you know? As soon as I say it's been sort of a clean inning for the Gatemen, Laperfido catching one on the right thigh, and he'll head to first base.
In steps the cleanup hitter, Mason McWhorter. 1 for 2 with a walk today.
And that pitch, nothing more than Laperfido just liking to get a little bit closer to the plate, and the Gatemen just trying to get that inside corner. And if you miss by an inch and the guy's crowding the plate, well, it's going to hit him right in the leg.
First pitch fastball high at the chin, 1-0. McWhorter walked in the first, flew out to Antico in left field in the second. Singled in the fourth. The 1-0. Down low, checked his swing, and he went around. 1-1.
And I feel like we could say this about just about everyone in the Kettleers lineup. They've all had fantastic days. They've been hitting the ball hard. They've been hitting it where the Wareham Gatemen aren't standing, which is a little different than what the Gatemen have been doing today. Every single hard ball has just been hit right in the nose, but to somebody. They're finding the gaps today, and it's showing on the scoreboard. An 8-0 lead in the Gatemen, only with 2 hits. The Kettleers, on the other hand, with 9.
Webb sets and delivers, and actually steps off.
I don't think there was a set play there. Sems sprinted towards the second base bag. Looked like they were trying to get Webb to spin around and throw it without having Pasek.
1-1 catches the outside corner.
Without having Pasek pay attention. Sort of a trick play run there, but Webb decided not to throw and just hold the ball, and we saw Sems kind of expectedly jump over the bag, sort of like he was expecting a throw almost. A little surprised it didn't come.
The 1-2, dribbled, fouled on the third base line. We'll stay at 1-2. Michael Webb making his first appearance for the Gatemen here today. Got the last 2 outs of the 4th inning. He's given up a hit here in the 5th and hit Laperfido with a pitch. Trying to get out of it. The 1-2. Popped up foul. Out of play down the third baseline. We'll do it all over again.
2 straight fastballs in a row. You're at a 1-2 count. You got a pitch to waste because you go 2-2. You got some options. So I would be surprised if we saw something break, a little change of speed here. See if you can get McWhorter looking, or at least flail something off.
2-2 down low and inside. Excuse me, 1-2 down low and inside. 2-2.
That'll make the count 2-2. And a good little change up there at 84 miles an hour. McWhorter not biting on it. A hard pitch to get someone to chase on is that changeup.
Webb sets the 2-2. Fastball fouled off once again down the third baseline.
McWhorter, he's been hitting fastball every single opportunity he can get. He's fouled off at least 3 of them in this AB. We'll see if Webb can go something off speed. He's tried the changeup. That doesn't work. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a curveball, maybe a backdoor slider. Try and get him here.
2-2 down low.
And it's set another changeup. So he hasn't thrown fastball. He's thrown changeup this at bat. McWhorter's hit the fastball, laid off the changeup. So it gives him an option of either a breaking ball, going back to that fastball, or trying to get him to chase in a changeup.
He sets and unleashes the 3-2. Just misses. Little low. Bases loaded for Matt Mervis with 2 outs.
And 3-2. Fastball count. Gave him a fastball, but just missed low and inside. Now with the bases loaded in an offense that has been clicking all day long, Matthew Mervis will get another opportunity.
Mervis, the lefty, takes the ball down low, 1-0.
And he's continuously missed low on that fastball. McWhorter was low, but just around the kneecap, so it was a strike. McWhorter had to foul it off. But now 2 straight pitches, he's missed low. Might just be something sort of release point, getting a little bit too far out in front.
1-0 at the knees for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mervis 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch today. Popped out to Ward in center field in the first inning, singled in the third. Hit by a pitch his last time up in the fourth. The 1-1 on the inside. Oh, he balked. Wow. And that'll score another run for Cotuit, 9-0.
If I'm going to guess, I'm going to say he didn't come to the set. That would be my guess. But I didn't see anything out of the ordinary with him on that pitch.
1-1 popped up, out of play down the third baseline.
That would explain why Mervis was taking a pitch all the way that looked right down the middle, dead red to hit.
Webb sets the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball down low. Second strikeout of the inning for Michael Webb, but the balk brings home a run. 9-0 Cotuit. We head to the 6th. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
We head to the 6th here in Cotuit. 9-0. The Kettleer lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Toro Otsuka, Braden Ward, Matt McLean. 9-1 two-hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 6th. And, well, we'll see if they can get something going off a new pitcher. Reed Johnston's day is done. Starter for Cotuit went 5 innings. Allowed just 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 Ks. First pitch to Otsuka misses high, 1-0. Beck Way, the new pitcher for the Cotuit Kettleers, just finished up his freshman campaign with Belmont Abbey, a Division II school. 19 appearances for Belmont Abbey, pitched in just 20 1/3 innings, as Otsuka grounds one foul on the first base line, 1-1. Not a bad year at all. 3.98 ERA, struck out 31 in 20 1/3 innings pitched, picked up a couple of saves. 6'3" righty out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. 1-1, misses inside, 2-1.
He can fire bullets. Sits mid-90s with the fastball, a changeup at 85. And breaking ball with a lot of spin, sits lower 80s.
The 2-1 offering. Fastball popped up behind home plate. Pasek chases, and it lands on top of the press box. And ends up falling down right in front of a couple of scouts to our left. 2-2.
Good reaction time by the scouts.
Probably about 7-8 feet to the right, and that might hit our table.
We'll never know.
Otsuka 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the shortstop Oviedo his first time up. 2-2, chopped right side. Gonzalez, gloves, throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Braden Ward.
94 miles per hour off the hand of Way.
Braden Ward 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to Oviedo at short his first time up. Struck out in the 3rd. The pitch. High and hits Ward on the back. 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball. And Ward takes that right on the back. That'll bring up Matt McLean, and that's one of those yikes. A foot higher, and that hits him on the back of the head.
Yeah, Ward did just about all he could to get away from that, but a pitch that just Way lost the grip on.
Matt McLean 1 for 2 today, extending his little hit streak to 4. 4 straight games with a hit now for McLean. Throw over to first, Ward dives back safely. Ward always a threat to steal. 9 for 10. Stolen bases already this summer. Ward, of course, the whole Gatemen team running the 60 in the Fenway workout the other day. Fastball right down Main Street, 0-1. Ward, when talking to him, says he normally runs a 6.2 60. At Fenway, he ended up just below that at a 6.19. It tied his record. As the throw over to first gets away from McWhorter. Ward goes to second. He's rounding second. He's going to go to third, and he gets there easily. The error on the pitcher, Beck Way. And now Ward's going to take off for the plate. Dives, and he's safe. Braden Ward with the hustle play. No one was at the plate. Ward realized it and just took off. Heads up play from Braden Ward, and it's 9-1 Cotuit.
Wow, if that doesn't spotlight the speed of Braden Ward, I don't know what will. Going first to home on a couple balls that just skipped away.
First pitch, 0-1 to McLean, fouled off 0-2.
Holy smokes, that was at 98 miles per hour too, that pitch. Speaking of speed.
The 0-2. Breaking ball way high. 1-2. Wow. Again, ran the 60 and 619. Tied his career record. He was obviously very happy with the way he ran at Fenway. The 1-2 to McLean. Low and outside. 2-2. McLean now 7 for 19 on the summer. Bats from the right side. The 2-2. Fastball popped him up. Foul territory. Down the first base line. And will it stay in play? It will not. Gets out of play. Count stays 2-2. McLean played with the Bellingham Bells in the West Coast League last summer. Before even being at UCLA, he impressed over on the West Coast. 2-2, misses just outside, 3-2. He was named the league's top prospect. The 3-2 pitch, sliced foul out of play down the first base line. We'll do it all over again. Just a little interesting story from McLean's time in Bellingham. Center field in Bellingham is very deep. 3-2. Popped up foul. Will it get out of play? It will. And I shouldn't say very, very deep. It's 380 at the park. But the wind blows in. It's nearly impossible to hit it out dead center. McLean hit it out dead center last year. It was the only homer to center field all year. And you know who the only one to hit one the year before was? Austin Shenton, Cape Cod League MVP for the Gatemen last year, who was just taken in the 5th round by the Mariners. Swing and a miss on a fastball up high. McLean goes down swinging. 2 away here in the 6th. Just interesting how worlds can collide sometimes.
It was meant to be.
It was. Jacob Teeter steps into center stage now. 2 down, top of the 6th. 9-1, the Cotuit lead. Just 2 hits today for Wareham. Ball low and inside, 1-0. Teeter 0 for 2 today. The 1-0 to the lefty. Hit hard and deep to left. Hill ranges back in. That ball's over his head. It one-hops the wall. Teeter strides into second with a stand-up double. His 2nd double of the season. It's a 2-out double, and in steps Adrian Del Castillo.
Snaps an 0 for 6 skid for Jacob Teeter. Went 0 for 4 yesterday. 0 for 2 to start today's game. But he's a big man and has big pop, especially the opposite way.
But before that little 0 for 6 skid, he was 15 for his last 30. Hit 500 over a 9-game stretch. Throw back to second. Teeter dives back safely. Wareham has a lot of work to do. Top of the 6th. And now time called over at second base. Teeter called time. We're right behind home plate, nearly everything in our way if Teeter couldn't quite see why. First pitch to the lefty, Adrian Del Castillo. At the knees for strike 1. Del Castillo 0 for 2 today, a couple of ground outs, both to the right side of the infield. To first base in the 2nd inning, to second base in the 4th. The 0-1 offering, fastball low in the dirt, 1-1. Del Castillo had a good day in Chatham yesterday. 2 for 4 with an RBI. Takes the ball just outside, 2-1. Del Castillo now has a hit in 9 of 10 games this season on a 6-game hit streak. 10 for his last 22 coming into today. 2-1 just inside, 3-1. Also, 4 multi-hit games this year for Del Castillo, including in the last 2 games. 3-1, high and away, ball 4. Del Castillo on first with a 2-out walk, and in steps Cam Guangarena.
Well, Way has shown that he has good stuff, really good stuff. The fastball sits mid-90s mostly, combined with a good changeup and breaking ball. But he's been a little bit erratic in this inning, giving up a hit by pitch and a walk. And of course that double to Jacob Teeter.
Mound visit now. Let's see if we get a pitching change. We will. We're going to get a pitching change here in the 6th. Wareham already a run here in the 6th, and now runners on first and second with 2 outs, and we'll get a pitching change. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning here in Cotuit. Wareham trails 9-1. Pitching change for the Cotuit Kettleers. So Beck Way only gets through 2/3 of an inning. Gives up a hit. Hits Braden Ward. Ward ended up coming around to score on an error by the pitcher Way. Did strike out one. And now Cole Ramage, the pitcher for Cotuit. He'll face the lefty, Cam Guangarena.
First appearance of the season for Ramage for Cotuit.
The righty sets and deals. Breaking ball misses just outside, 1-0. Only 4 appearances for the Arkansas Razorbacks this past spring. Went 3-0, 10 1/3 innings pitched, ERA of 3.11. Excuse me, ERA of 0. 1-0 catches the outside corner, 1-1. Didn't give up a run in his 10 1/3 innings pitched. Just 8 hits given up. season got cut short as Guangarena lines one straight to McWhorter. Wareham can't catch a break today. They get a run on one hit, 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 9-1 the Cotuit lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
We head to the bottom of the 6th here in Cotuit, 9-1. The Kettleer lead over the Gatemen. Let's send it to Addison Van Patten on the field.
Thanks, guys. I want to take you back to a previous pitcher and a previous batter. Now, Braden Ward, when he was up to bat, he got that beanball, and he was walked to first, stole second, stole third. At third, he stuttered. He looked at the pitcher. He said that the pitcher looked relaxed, and so that's when he ran it into home. Now, he said, I asked him why he wanted to ran it in and stole all those bases, and he said he just wanted to go home. He said that he was pretty upset that the pitcher hit him, and he wasn't mad. He didn't want to fight him or anything, but he just wanted to go home. Sending it back to you guys.
It's never a bad thing, right? Just want to go home.
No place like home.
And he came around to score the only run of the game for Wareham. We're getting some friendly help here on 60 times. Braden Ward's official 60 time yesterday was a 6.27. Kid can fly. First pitch, line drive, base hit, right field. Cameron Hill on with a leadoff single here in the 6th. He's got a multi-hit day. And that'll bring up Dante Williams, 6-7-8 due up for Cotuit here in the 6th.
Braden Ward, maybe unofficially the fastest player on the Gatemen roster, but Darren Baker ran a 6.6, in case you were wondering how the two stacked up.
Baker 6'6", Ward a 6'2", both can fly. Dante Williams 2 for 2 with a sac fly today. Takes a pitch low, 1-0. Easily his best day of the season. Williams came into today 2 for 17 with an RBI. He's been putting the ball in play a decent amount, only 5 strikeouts. 1-0, misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Webb still on the bump here in the 6th for Wareham. Both hit singles for Williams today. 2-0, misses just outside, 3-0.
Mike Antica ran a 6.44.
He does have sneaky speed, Antico does. Hasn't got to show it off much on the base pass. 3-0, get me over fastball, does just that. 3-1. Antico out in left field as always today for the Gatemen. The 3-1. Popped him up, jammed him, foul territory, and that'll sneak out of play. Thought Beaver might have a play for a second. Instead, count runs full 3-2. Webb's been decent in his first appearance with Wareham this summer. The run came across on a balk. He would have been out of the inning because he ended up striking out Matt Mervis to end the inning. It has been the complete opposite of what we saw when we were here last time in Cotuit. 3-2 flare, left field. Antico barely has to move. A few steps to his right, makes the catch, 1 away. Adam Oviedo to the plate. Bats from the right side. 1 for 3. RBI single sandwiched between a strikeout in the second inning and a pop out to Beaver at third base his last time up in the fourth. Throw over to first. Back safely goes Hill. And talking about speed, Cameron Hill's got decent speed over at first base. 7 for 8 already this season. And stolen bases. Webb sets on the first base side of the rubber. Swinging a foul tip back in the glove of Adrian Del Castillo, 0-1. Nine runs on 10 hits thus far today for Cotuit. 0-1, skied high. Down the third baseline, foul territory. Beaver makes the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up the 9-hole, Cody Pasek. Pasek also a very good day. 2 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. 2 RBIs. He's had a very good start to the season for Cotuit. Now 8 for 18 to begin his summer. First pitch low in the dirt. Del Castillo keeps it in front of him. 1-0. Pasek got a main. Takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. And, well, I should say goes to school at Maine from right here in Cotuit, hometown kid. Webb sets and deals. And now time call just before the pitch. Pasek hit just .250 this past season. 32 hits, 8 doubles. As he chops one foul off his front foot there, 1-2. Open stance from the left side, bat waving above his back shoulder. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Strikeout number 3 for Michael Webb. Strikeout brought to you by Leng, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left aboard for Cotuit. We head to the 7th, 9-1, the Kettleer lead. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace, the 99 Restaurant. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, Mike Antico, 6-7-8 hitters due up here in the 7th for the Gatemen. 9-1, the Cotuit lead over Wareham today. Top of the 7th, first pitch to Sems, high at the eyes, 1-0. Wareham 8-5-1 coming into today, first place in the West, 17 points. Cotuit trailing just behind him, second place in the Western Division. 1-0 paints the inside edge, 1-1. Cotuit at 6-6-2. So if this result holds, Cotuit will be just a point back of Wareham in the West. The 1-1 misses high and away, 2-1. Kyle Ramage back out on the bump in the 7th inning for Cotuit. Got the last out of the 6th to get the Kettleers out of a jam. The 2-1 at the knees, right down the heart of the plate, 2-2. Sems today 0 for 2. Flew out to Williams in center field in the 2nd inning, grounded out to McWhorter at first base in the 5th. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. First strikeout for Ramage. And in steps Dallas Beaver. Just 3 hits today for Wareham. Fell behind early. 4 runs in the first. 1 run in the first as Beaver takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. 3 runs in the second to make it 4-0. 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the 5th for Cotuit. The 6th inning was the first inning where the Kettleers didn't score. Beaver takes the ball just inside, breaking ball, 1-1. The 1-1 to the lefty Beaver. Misses outside, 2-1. Beaver 0 for 2 today. Popped out to Hill in left field in the 3rd. Grounded out to McWhorter at first base in the 5th. The 2-1. Hit well into left, but Hill takes a couple steps back and makes the catch. 2 away. And the Kettleers pitching staff has just been fantastic today.
Haven't made any mistakes. At least none that really hurt him too bad. I guess the one you could point to was the hit by pitch from Wade to Ward.
Antico swings through a breaking ball, 0-1.
Maybe leaving one up in the zone to Jacob Teeter. That led to a double.
That was in the 6th. Del Castillo then walked as Antico takes the ball low, 1-1. But then Kim Guangarena lined out to first base to end the inning. Antico 1 for 2 today, and he's hit 2 balls hard. Single in the 3rd, lined out to Williams in center in the 5th. The 1-1, chop towards second. Gonzalez backhands, fires to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, go the Gatemen in the 7th. It's time to stretch here in Cotuit. 9-1, the Kettleer lead. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
We enter the bottom of the 7th here in Cotuit. 9-1, the Cotuit Kettleers lead over the Wareham Gatemen. It's been a struggle offensively today for the Gatemen. Just 3 hits. Pitching has struggled. First pitch low and away, 1-0 to the top of the order, Nick Gonzalez. Arajanu, Joey Loperfido. 1-2-3 hitters due up for the Kettleers. Jack Anger into pitch for the Gatemen, Washington Husky. 6'5", 220-pound righty. The 1-0. Fouled off over the caging behind home plate. 1-1. Anger this season for the Gatemen, 2 appearances, 2 innings pitched. He's given up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. The 1-1. Fastball low and in. 3-1, and that ended up hitting our home plate umpire today. Del Castillo going to make his way out and talk to Anger. Make sure he's all right. Gonzalez has had himself a day. Solo home run in the first, 2 RBI triple in the second. Walked in the third. Ended up lining out to Antico in left field in the 5th, but that was another ball hit on the screws. He continues to impress after one of the best seasons anybody had in the country at New Mexico State. 2-1 lofted, foul territory out of play down the first base line.
Somebody who could hit for average and power. It's almost surprising that he's batting at the top of the order rather than in the 2, 3, or 4 hole.
The 2-2. Hard ground ball, base hit left field. Through the hole. And Nick Gonzalez has a 3-hit day. He's a double away from the cycle. Question is, will he get up again in order to try to complete it? And steps Arajanu.
I mean, that's certainly a benefit of batting leadoff. Get the most at-bats of anybody in the team.
I would assume that's part of the strategy for manager Mike Roberts of Cotuit. First pitch catches the outside corner. 0-1. We've got a pinch hitter. It's Robert Martin from Florida State. Pinch hitting for Arajanu. Martin bats from the left side, takes a ball low, 1-1. Martin hit .315, was part of the ACC All-Freshman team at Florida State this past season. 68 hits, 17 of them doubles. Ground ball fouled on the third base line there, 1-2. Drafted in the 37th round of the 2018 MLB draft by the Marlins at a high school, Jefferson High School in Tampa, Florida. He was ranked the number 6 outfielder in Florida by perfect game at a high school. The 1-2, line drive down the right field line, foul. Jacob Teeter at first made sure everybody knew. Teeter's always having fun out on the diamond.
Gotta love that. Keeping the spirits up.
Enger sets the 1-2 offering. Chopped foul back near the Gatemen dugout. We'll do it all over again. So Arajanu's day is done. He is the only starter for Cotuit without a hit. 0 for 4. And he is now just 9 for 47 on the season. 1-2 paints the outside corner, strike 3. Enger gets his first strikeout here in the 7th. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Joey Loperfido steps in from the left side. First pitch from Enger. At the knees for strike 1. Fastball sitting around 92, 93 miles an hour. Loperfido 1 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch today. He's gone on 3 times. Chops that one towards second. McLean bobbles, goes to second for 1, over to first, not in time. The bobble ruined any chance of a double play, but they get the lead runner 2 down.
Well, you get the most important out. And you retire Gonzalez, who had more speed than Loperfido, so that's the guy you wanted out on the base paths. Successful out for the Gatemen.
Mason McWhorter steps in from the left side. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. McWhorter's also reached 3 times today. Single in the 4th, walk in the 1st, walk in the 5th. Enger sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 0-1. Just misses. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Misses just outside, 2-1. Enger sets and deals the 2-1. Swing and foul tips back into the glove of Beaver. 2-2. Enger trying to work a scoreless 7th. Rocks and fires the 2-2. Popped him up, foul territory out of play on the 3rd base line. Count stays, 2 balls and 2 strikes. McWhorter open stance from the left side, bat waving above his back shoulders. Kind of crouches in the lefty's batter's box. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, went golfing for it down low. And Enger gets his 2nd strike out of the 7th. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left to board for Cotuit in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. Wareham trails 9-1. We'll be right back in the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesignsinc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal.
We head to the 8th inning. Toro Otsuka, Braden Ward, Matt McLean. 9-1-2 in the Gatemen order due up. Gatemen trailing by 8. 9-1. In a complete 180 from the last time the Gatemen came to Lowell Park. That was 2 weeks ago. Wareham took a 6-0 victory. Today's a day where the pitching and the offense both stagnant. First pitch from Ramage sits low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Otsuka. 0 for 2 tonight, 2 groundouts. Gatemen with only 3 hits and 1 run. That 1 run, an exciting run. Braden Ward scoring from first base after getting hit by a pitch. Over the outside corner, 1-1. Otsuka batting in the 9-hole, playing right field. Playing his first game in 3 nights. First game since the Brewster win. Taken outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, you might be saying to yourself, well, the Gatemen are trailing by 8 and it's the 8th inning, but don't count this team out. They've had a lot of late game runs. The pitch sits low and in, 3 balls and 1 strike to Otsuka.
There's something about this 8th inning, isn't there?
Happened twice against Hyannis. Scored 8 runs in the 9th inning against Brewster a couple nights ago.
9-run 8th. You said that 8-run 9th.
The 3-1, high and away, ball 4 to Toro Otsuka, reaching base on a walk to begin the 8th inning. Leadoff man on for the Wareham Gatemen. First time since the 4th inning they've gotten the leadoff man on. Runner at first, nobody out. Back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Scored the only run of the game so far for the Gatemen. It's a 9-1 Cotuit lead. Throw back to first. Otsuka took about 3 steps off the bag and retreated back. Still waiting on the first pitch to Braden Ward. Ward went 2 for 4 in the victory over Chatham yesterday. 2 for 4 with a homer and a single. Slashes this one to the left side of the infield and under the glove of the shortstop Oviedo into left center field. Braden Ward pulls in at first, and the Gatemen have the table set with nobody out in the top of the 8th inning. First hit of the night for Ward, second time he's reached base. 4th hit of the night for the Gatemen.
If you're going to start any type of rally, getting your first 2 hitters on is the way you want to do it.
And one of the hottest bats in the order, Matt McLean, is the man in the box right now. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. A single sandwiched in between. Both strikeouts swinging. Runners on first and second. Otsuka off second base. Lifted in the air, right center field. Not very deep. Anu under it. Makes the catch above his cap. Tagging from second base, Otsuka. Good throw, but cut off. Otsuka goes second to third as Ward holds at first. Runners at the corners, 1 away.
And McLean just missed that pitch. Fastball inside half the plate. Just didn't get his hands around in time, a little late on that ball, and tad under it too, popped it up.
First out of the top of the 8th inning. Jacob Teeter, the new batter, snapped an 0 for 6 skid with a double in the 6th, but was left stranded. 1 for 3 tonight. Bats here with runners at the corners. Ramage looks over at first. Checks on Braden Ward, always a threat to run. Dives back into the bag, throw back to first, not in time. Otsuka off of third. Gatemen sitting atop the standings right now. A couple points ahead of Cotuit in the Western Division. 8-5-1. Throw back to first, not in time for Ward. 8-5-1 on the season. Cotuit 6-6-2. Then it's Bourne, Falmouth, and Hyannis in the Western Division. Pitch to Teeter on the outside corner, 0-1. Wareham faces Bourne for the first time this season on Monday. If you can't catch the game online, you can tune in on AM radio, WBSM 1420. 0-1 the count to Teeter. The pitch ripped toward the center, under the glove of the shortstop Oviedo, and it skips into center field. Jacob Teeter pulls in at first, Braden Ward at second. And that's an RBI for Mr. Teeter as Otsuka comes home to score the second run of the game for the Gatemen. It's now 9-2.
And Jacob Teeter swinging the bat well again today, 2 for 4.
Now a double and a single, and he stands at first, still one away in the top of the 8th inning. Adrian Del Castillo, the cleanup batter, looking for his first hit. Ramage buys some time on the mound. Del Castillo reached on a walk in the 6th. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. First pitch to Del Castillo. Ripped into right center field, drifting over Dante Williams, making the catch in right center field. As Teeter holds at first and Ward holds at second, now 2 away.
Man, Williams' speed gave that ball no chance to land. Del Castillo's hit a couple balls hard today. And again, I know it's a 9-2 game, it's a long shot, but if that ball lands, Ward's probably scoring from second. It's 9-3, there's still only 1 out. And the Gatemen are known for big innings late.
First pitch now to Cam Guangarena, taken over the outside corner, ball, strike 1. Guangarena 0 for 3. His cold stretch continues, now 1 for his last 17. Runners on first and second, 2 away, top of the 8th. Gatemen trailing by 7, 9-2. Waved at and missed, the breaking ball. 77 miles per hour from Ramage, 0-2 to Guangarena. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Addison Van Patten on the sideline. Benjamin Sems in the on-deck circle. Good crowd here at Lowell Park on this Saturday evening. What's turned into a beautiful Saturday evening after a spotty weather forecast. Rather scary one. Ominous. The 0-2. Taken low and away, 1-2. If you're surfing the internet, and I know you do, check out gatemen.org. Look up the youth clinics, an opportunity to learn from the pros for kids ages 5 to 18. Sign up there. Ground ball left side of the infield, picked on a hop by Mervis, goes to first, and the third baseman throws out Cam Guangarena to end the top of the 8th. Gatemen leave 2 stranded, but they get 1 more back. They trail by 7 as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Back here on the Gatemen Baseball Network, bottom of the 8th inning, Matthew Mervis, Cameron Hill, Dante Williams, the 3 due up for the Kettleers. Looking to tack on some insurance late in this ball game before closing it out in the top of the 9th. Jack Enger back on the mound for Wareham. First pitch, tapped foul, left of home plate, 0-1 to Mervis. Has reached base twice on a hit by pitch and a single. Jack Enger in for his second straight inning of work. Came in for Michael Webb. The 0-1. Ripped on the ground, right side, picked up by the first baseman Jacob Teeter behind the first base bag, steps on the bag to retire Mervis for the first out. 1 away, nobody on, bottom of the 8th inning. And Cameron Hill will be the new batter, 2 for 4. Gatemen trailing by 7, 9-2. They've been out hit 11-5. One of the few nights this season where the Gatemen offense just has been rather sauntering all game. First pitch. Catches the inside corner, 0-1 to Hill. Jack Enger, a rising junior at the University of Washington, 5th generation UW player. The pitch taken up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike, or UW student I should say. But his dad did row when he was at Washington. Grandpa played football. Nobody on base, 1 away. The pitch from Enger. Right down Broadway, 1-2. Enger eats Jimmy John's before each college game. The 1-2. Ripped on the ground, left side, picked up by Beaver. He throws over to first in time. Cameron Hill stumbled out of the box and lost his helmet down the first base line.
He did a full somersault down the first base line.
Looks okay as he's jogging back to the dugout. Perhaps trying out for Circuit du Soleil. Nobody on base, now 2 away. Dante Williams, the new batter. First pitch from Enger. Taken downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. I wouldn't have said that if he looked hurt, but he looked fine.
Oh, yeah, he looked plenty fine. Jogged back to the dugout.
Just so we're clear. The 1-0 popped up in the air along the left field line out of play. 1-1. 87 miles per hour from Jack Enger. I'm glad you liked that.
I did. I was laughing so hard that our producer, Javik Blake, had to press the good old mute button.
1-1. Taken downstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike to Williams. Williams has 2 singles tonight. Sacrifice fly, 2 flyouts to go along with his multi-hit performance. Nobody on base, 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Enger misses just a little bit outside and falls behind, 3 balls and a strike. 94 miles per hour from Enger.
Yeah, that's what the scoreboard said.
320 earned run average with the Huskies this year, 45 innings. The 3-1. Nips the outer corner, 3-2. Williams has had a good night at the plate, good night in the field. shown off his speed multitude of times out in center field tonight. The payoff from Enger. Check swing taken downstairs, and that's ball 4. Dante Williams works a 2-out walk, standing on first base with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Gatemen trailing by 7, the first half of a home-and-home stretch for Wareham and Cotuit. Gatemen back at home at Spillane Field tomorrow night at 6:30. Trailing by 7, 9-2 the score. Thanks for sticking around on this Saturday evening. The pitch. Right down the middle, 0-1 to Adam Oviedo. 1 for 4 tonight, 2 pop flyouts, a strikeout, and a single. Runner at first, 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Enger from the third base side. Sets at the belt. Kicks, delivers the pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That didn't miss by much. Good breaking ball from Enger.
Right on right matchup. The 1-1. Lifted in the air, out to left field, drops in front of Antico, the left fielder, plays it on a hop, and tosses it back into Benjamin Sims, the shortstop. A 2-out single for Adam Oviedo, pulls in at first, as Williams stops at second. First and second for the Kettleers with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Oviedo, the latest Kettleer, with a multi-hit day. Cody Pasek, the new batter. Runners on first and second.
5 Kettleers with multi-hit days. And then 7 have reached base multiple times.
12 hits today for the Kettleers. First pitch misses inside to Cody Pasek. 1-0.
Excuse me, 8. All but Arajanu reached base at least twice.
Anu was pinch hit for by Robert Martin in the last inning. Pitch misses outside from Enger, and he falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. 91 miles per hour, the fastball. This game, a homecoming of sorts for head coach Jerry Weinstein. Was an assistant coach here in Cotuit last summer. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. The pitch fouled off, 2-1. This is his second stint with Wareham for head coach Weinstein.
(2016)
2016. 2 on, 2 away. 2-1 the count. Pitch misses inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Nine runs on 12 hits, 2 errors today for the Kettleers. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Gatemen. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Enger got the first 2 batters he saw, Mervis and Hill, to ground out. And since then, a walk, a single, and a walk to the bottom 3 of the Cotuit order has loaded up the bases and put Nick Gonzalez in the batter's box.
A double for the cycle.
A home run in the first, a triple in the second, a single in the 7th. And Gonzalez is on cycle watch. Bases loaded, 2 away. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Gonzalez drew a walk in the 3rd inning. He's 3 for 4. I'll get a meeting on the mound. 9-2, Cotuit leads Wareham. Jerry Weinstein going out to talk to his relief pitcher. 4th different pitcher used tonight for the Gatemen. Started with Will Fleming, then it went to Eric Torres, then Michael Webb made his debut, then Jack Enger. Enger trying to keep this a 7-run deficit. He has 1 more out here in the bottom of the 8th. Conference complete on the bump. Everyone back to their positions. It's a 1-0 count to leadoff man Nick Gonzalez with the bases loaded. Williams at third, Oviedo at second, Pasek at first. A right-on-right matchup. The pitch. Right down the middle, 1-1. 83 miles per hour from Anger. Gonzalez, one of the best hitters in the whole country this season. Led the country in batting average. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Misses low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Robert Martin on deck. Bases loaded, 2 away. There hasn't been a cycle yet in a Wareham game this season. The 2-1. Ground ball back up the middle toward the center of the diamond. Under the glove of Matt McClain, the second baseman. It rolls into center field. Nick Gonzalez digging for second. The tag is in time to retire Gonzalez, and that'll retire the side. 2 runs come across for Cotuit. The scoreboard says 11-2 as we head into the top of the 9th. It came close. Another hit for Nick Gonzalez, but Gonzalez retired on the base paths as we head to the 9th. Gatemen trailing. A chance to tie it or take the lead when we return, but trailing by a lot. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
$11-2, Cotuit leads Wareham. 11 runs on 13 hits for Cotuit. 2 errors for the Kettleers. Gatemen trailing by 9. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error for Wareham. Benjamin Sems, Dallas Beaver, Mike Antico, the 3 due up. Richard Brereton, the new pitcher. Fouled off 0-1 to Sems. 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout, a groundout, and a flyout. Brereton coming in for Ramage. Two-way player at Emory, led the team in batting average at .392. Led the team in RBIs with 30 and in stolen bases with 18. Pitched in 39 innings did Brereton at Emory. Pitch up and away, ball 1. 1-1. 3.66 ERA in 31 innings. 14 walks, 30 Ks. The native of Darien, Connecticut. 6'1", 200 pounds. Right-handed pitcher. Breaking ball over the outer half, 1-2. Rising senior at Emory. Had a good year at the plate. Drew 14 walks and only struck out 14 times. The 1-2. fisted down the left field line, charging in the left fielder Hill. He'll let that drop in front of him. Benjamin Sems rounds first, takes a wide turn. Throw comes in quickly from Hill, and Sems stops at first base with a leadoff single. First hit of the night for Benjamin Sems.
And just the fourth by a Gateman. Excuse me, sixth by a Gateman.
Dallas Beaver, the new batter. Gatemen trailing by 9. Largest hole they've found themselves in all season. 11-2 the score against the home team, Cotuit Kettleers. Pitch away. 1 ball, no strikes. Dallas Beaver 0 for 3. 2 flyouts, both to left field. And a ground out to the first baseman, McWhorter. Benjamin Sems off of first base. Nobody out, top of the 9th. Brereton trying to close it out. The pitch. Lifted in the air, not very deep, straightaway center field. Chasing Williams back, still back. He's backtracking onto the track, and that ball carried. Williams makes the catch, 1 away.
Ball just never died.
Did eventually. Landed in Williams' glove. 1 away, runner at first. Mike Antico, the new batter. He's 1 for 3. Benjamin Sems off of first. 6 hits tonight for Wareham. First pitch to Antico. Catches the inner half, 0-1. Antico had the first hit for Wareham. Singled with 1 away in the third, was left stranded. The 0-1. Line drive, right center field. Williams charging in. He'll play it on a hop. Benjamin Sems pulls into second base. Antico stops at first as the throw goes into short. A 1-out single for Antico. Runners on first and second for Wareham. Mike Antico and Jacob Teeter both with multi-hit nights.
And Antico hit another ball hard to Williams in center. Williams made the leaping catch that robbed Antico of a double, maybe even a triple. Good night for the left fielder.
He stands on first. Sems over at second. 1 away, top of the 9th. Gatemen trailing by 9. Toru Otsuka, the new batter. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 groundouts. First pitch. Catches the outer half, 0-1. Braden Ward would be next. Scored the first run of the game for Wareham back in the 6th inning. Brereton working from the stretch. Sets the letters. The pitch. Ripped down the right field line, and that'll roll toward the corner. A new charging. Picks it up. Throw comes into second base as each runner advances 90 feet. Bases loaded with 1 away in the top of the 9th. And we're back to the top of the order with Braden Ward.
And Toru Otsuka, after starting today 0 for 2. A walk in the 8th, single here in the 9th.
Three hits here in the 9th inning for Wareham. Braden Ward has reached twice tonight, a hit by pitch and a single. 1 for 3. Sems off of third, Antico off of second, Otsuka off of first. 1 away. First pitch to Braden Ward is laced foul down the left field line, 0-1. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Javik Blake hopping on the broadcast today. Always appreciate that. Third baseman Mervis shaded in. Pitch to Braden Ward, skips to the right of Pasek, the catcher, but not far enough for Benjamin Sems to come home from third base. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ward. Matt McLean on deck, Jacob Teeter behind him. Brereton sets the letters. Kicks and delivers. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 87 miles per hour from Brereton. Bases loaded. Sems on third, Antico on second, Otsuka on first. One away, top of the ninth. Gatemen down 9. Chopped on the ground, right side of the infield, picked up by Gonzalez, the second baseman. Flip over to first. McWhorter picks it out of the air to retire Braden Ward, and the Gatemen down to their final out as Sems comes home from third base. Gatemen now trailing by 8. Antico moves up to third. Otsuka moves up to second. Matt McLean will have the weight of the game on his shoulders.
Despite the ground out, Ward picks up the RBI, his 9th of the season. Leads Wareham.
First pitch. Breaking ball over the inner half. 0-1 to McLean. McLean 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and a single. Flew out in his last at-bat. Flew out to right field in the 8th inning. Bats here with runners on second and third. Antico off of third. Otsuka off of second. Count 0-1 to McLean. Right on right matchup. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Skips to the left of Pasek, the catcher, but he stays behind it. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to McLean. This is a game that we weren't sure if we were going to have played tonight. There were thunderstorms in the forecast. Turned into a beautiful Saturday evening. The 1-1. Chopper, left side, picked up by Mervis, the third baseman, goes across the diamond to first in time to retire Matt McLean, and that'll do it. A good play by Matthew Mervis to retire the other MM, Matt McLean, on the base paths. 11-3, Cotuit taking down the Wareham Gatemen. Getting some revenge the last time the Gatemen came to Lowell Park. It was a 6-0 Wareham victory. Cotuit this time winning the first half of this home-and-home stretch. And the Gatemen will have their revenge tomorrow night. Gatemen leave 2 stranded in the top of the 9th inning. They end the game with 3 runs across on 8 hits and an error. Cotuit with an offensive explosion, 11 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. When we come back from this break, Gabe and I are going to wrap things up on the Gatemen Postgame Report. Stick around.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
11-3 the final score from Lowell Park. The Gatemen fall to the Cotuit Kettleers. First half of a home-and-home stretch for these two teams, and it was a lopsided game. The Gatemen have been a part of a number of lopsided games this season, but this one not going their way.
Not at all. 11-3 the final, 11 runs on 13 hits for the Kettleers, and it started from the get-go. The Kettleers scored in the first 5 innings of this game. 1 run in the first, 3-2-2-1, and then they added 2 in the 8th as well. The pitching staff just didn't have it today for the Gatemen. The good news is, because of the little bit of a hot streak that the Gatemen were on, they still lead the Western Division by 1 point. So it'll all come down to tomorrow. Why are we laughing? It'll all come down to tomorrow to see who gets first place in the West going into next week.
The Gatemen with a chance for some revenge tomorrow at Spillane Field. That game at 6:30. Let's continue to wrap up this game on the Gatemen Postgame Report. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi will be hearing from Addison Van Patten on the sideline. We'll be talking with Mike Antico, who had a good night at the plate, one of the few bright spots for the Gatemen tonight.
Yeah, Antico, one of 2 players with a multi-hit day today. Jacob Teeter, the other one. Antico, 2 for 4, and then hit that ball hard out to center near the warning track, and Williams made the leaping catch. Could have easily been 3 for 4 with an extra base hit, and he needed a night like tonight. Antico hitting .238 this season. That average will go up near .250, and we'll see if the St. John's left fielder can get it going a little bit.
4 different pitchers used tonight for the Kettleers, including Reed Johnson, who started the game, and he impressed in the first half.
Very much so. 5 innings pitched, only gave up 2 hits. Scoreless, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He had his stuff, really working 3 or 4 pitches, and the Gatemen couldn't touch him through 5 innings.
How about Jacob Teeter as well for the Gatemen? Jacob Teeter continues to impress, one of the constants in the Gatemen lineup all season long. And Jacob Teeter had himself a cold night yesterday in a victory over at Chatham. Tonight turning things around, going 2 for 4.
The 2 for 4 as Addison Van Patten doesn't quite have Antico, but Teeter, the 2 for 4 with the double in the 6th and the RBI single in the 8th. The RBI was his 8th RBI of the season after the couple pop-outs in the 1st and the 4th inning. And again, the 0 for 4 night last night, as Jonah just mentioned, but before that he was hitting .500 over his last 9 games. And again, he hits 2 for 4 tonight. Teeter, I expect him to stay in that 3-hole, maybe hit cleanup a little bit for the Gatemen this year.
So we talked about the impressive pitching tonight for Cotuit. We talked about some of the bright spots in the Gatemen order, even though they can only tally 3 runs. They lost 11-3 if you're just joining us for the Gatemen postgame report. On the offensive side for Cotuit, it was, well, a lot of players. It was 13 hits, 11 runs, but I think the one that stands out mostly is Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez, they credited him with a hit in the 8th inning. So we thought he was 3 for 5 with a walk. They actually give him 4 for 5 with a walk and a couple of RBIs at the end there. So make it 4 for 5, 5 RBIs, and a walk for Gonzalez. He was a double away from the cycle.
He was a double away from the cycle. Once again, the final score, 11-3. We're going to send it over to break, and we're going to come back with potentially an interview from Addison Van Patten. We'll see you on the other side. Stick around.
Come as you are, sit down and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Back here on the Gatemen postgame report, 11-3. Wareham falls to Cotuit. Let's send it to Addison Van Patten with Mike Antique.
Addison Van Patten here with Mike Antico. Now, Mike, you had 2 singles in today's game. You were a shining point in today's game. What is it like to be a starter since day one and be a shining point of today?
Well, that's very nice of you to say. But it feels great to get the opportunity to play every day. Jerry's a great coach, and he's running a great team over here, so I feel blessed.
You being an active roster since day one of the season, you know where the ball is, you know where the plays are, and you put yourself there. What do you focus on?
I'm just reading what the guy up at bat is doing. If I see him foul pitch off, I move a couple steps, but just anticipating mostly.
Now, again,
I think tomorrow, the offense has just got to show up. Today, only 2 runs, 3 runs. We could do that in an inning in some games. So offense got to show up, pitchers got to be better, but we'll be fine.
Now, you're a full contract player. The deadline is coming up at June 2nd for the final roster. Are you excited to spend the rest of the summer with us?
Yes, I'm very excited to spend the whole summer here. I feel like this is what personally I need and any Division I baseball player needs to be in this league, so yes.
Now, you'll be going into your senior season fall. What do you expect to take from here to bring back to St. John's?
I'm learning a lot playing for Jerry, a lot of small ball, but, I'm learning a lot here, so we'll see what I take home, but hopefully a lot.
All right, thank you for talking with me, and see you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Addison. Talking to Mike Antico, who impressed today for the Wareham Gatemen. Went 2 for 4 with 2 singles, but the Gatemen fall by 8, 11-3 here at Lowell Park against the Cotuit Kettleers. But they'll see him again tomorrow, a chance for some revenge.
Exactly what I was going to say. Home and home, got a chance for some revenge tomorrow, and it'll be for first place in the West.
All right, that'll do it for us. We're going to wrap things up on the Gatemen Postgame Report. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us. Unfortunately, not a win for the Gatemen, but they'll be back in action tomorrow at Spillane Field. First pitch at 6:30. Gabe and I will be on the call right here on GBN. All right, for J. Vic Blake, for Addison Van Patten, for Gabe Genovesi, I'm Jonah Karp saying so long, and thanks for listening.